we can sit here all day and talk about how elite Drake May and the New England Patriot offense has been so far this season, but I think the defense needs a lot more credit. And quite frankly, if you look at the numbers here from this defense, we can look at it right now, right? They're ranking within the top 5 of the NFL when it comes to points allowed per game, okay? Their run defense is what really makes them dynamic and forces opposing offenses to be what we call predictable, okay? What do I mean by that? Well, when you look at their defensive stats in the run game, they rank number 2 in the NFL in rushing touchdowns allowed per game. They rank number 3 in rush yards allowed per game. Number 2 in rush attempts per game. Number 12 in yards allowed per carry. Number 6, listen, they force teams to go away from the run, okay? And what does that make you? Predictable. If we know you're going to pass, we can out-game plan you. We can outsmart you. Now, the pass game hasn't been amazing, but again, you have to think about teams are just passing all day. So you're not going to have great pass defense stats if all teams are doing is passing, because they have to. Now, when you look at the way this defense is able to generate pressure, it's kind of amazing. Now, on this play, they come out in what we call 12 personnel. Okay, one running back, you got a tight end here, you got a tight end here, top side. They're going to shift them over. Now, they're going to be in what we call an 8-man protection, okay? When you have an 8-man protection, you have 2 routes being run, okay? That is extremely difficult to have someone break open in an 8-man scat or an 8-man full slide. Essentially, this is an 8-man full slide protection where everyone is sliding in this direction offensive line-wise, which means your tight ends have to pick up on the man side, and sometimes even your running back picks up on the man side. So you guys can understand how difficult it could be to generate pressure here. They should have all day in the pocket. We are rushing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're rushing 5. They have 8 blocking, and they have 2 routes down the field. 1, 2. Okay, nothing's open. They play it. The defense plays this absolutely beautifully, right? What are you supposed to do? And then you see Harold Landry right here, right? Reading, reacting, and then boom. Once you think he's gonna run, which he has to, that's when you go get him, right? Great job. 5-yard loss here by Jackson Dart on the offense. I love the way this defense has been playing, and we're going to break down a ton of film. Before we do so, make sure you guys hit the like button, but also hype the video if you guys can. Helps out the channel so much. And with that being said, let's just dive in. Again, I really want to focus on the run game. They take it out of the game. Once again, they come out in 12 personnel, 1 running back. That might be a wide receiver. That is a wide receiver. I can't really tell. It is 11 personnel, just with a wide receiver in line. Now, you're going to see Corey Durden, man. This dude has been a monster. At least in this game, had a great game. Okay, only played 24 snaps, but man, was he reliable. Had 2 stops in the back, not in the backfield, but 2 stops in the running game. One of them was right here. So, they're going to pull left guard from left to right. And they're going to not motion over, but use that center to pick up on Corey Durden. Watch how he initiates contact. Eyes stay on the running back, right? We want to know, are you going to keep this as the quarterback? Are you going to hand this off? And 2, if you do hand it off, is he going to choose to go up the middle? Is he going to break it outside? Is he going to break it way outside? Or is he going to use the cutback lane and go here, right? There's so many different ways that this can break down, so you have to be instinctual. Eyes are always on the backfield. Eyes are reading, and then look at it. Disengagement, make a play. Unbelievable job. Again, eyes on the backfield. Okay, you're going to go to my opposite side that I'm already disengaging from. Boom. Destroys the center. The dude goes on his ass. Excuse me. What a play. What a play by Corey Durden. Let's go. Another really good play in the run game. They come out with 12 personnel offensively, 1 running back, 2 tight ends here to the bottom side, extra wide receiver, I believe, here in line. Now, we're just going to put a hat on a hat, right? We're going to man you up everywhere. Now, we're going to send this linebacker in through the B gap, and what that's going to do is we're going to just open up a hole, right? Robert Spillane's going to get a free lane into the backfield, and hopefully, if it's a run, boom, hat on a hat. Everyone's manned up. We hit the hole hard, and boom, we clean it up. Great job by Robert Spillane. Great job by the defense. They know how to take away the running game. Again, you don't just magically, You don't just magically rank within the top 5 almost every statistical category when it comes to stopping the run. You just don't, right? That's what they're good at. They focus on taking away your run game, and once they successfully do that, again, you become unpredictable, or not predictable. You become predictable offensively. All right, really quickly, guys, before we get any further into the video, do me a big favor. Like I said before, hit the like button if possible, hype the video, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the New England Patriots throughout the entirety of the year. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns. We got you guys covered. Join the family, turn on your post notifications. That way you're notified when we do post videos. Now, with that being said, another thing the Patriots do really well is they will show you one thing right before you snap the ball, and then they'll get out of it, right? So that way, you slide your protection, right? You make your adjustments, and then boom, now they're doing something else. They're showing pressure, they're showing an overload off their right side, and boom, now they back up, and now you're like, oh shit, well, we already slid the protection, we have 2 seconds left on the play clock, we just gotta snap the ball and keep everything the way it was. So, what ends up happening here is, you know, we reach the point of attack here, we rush here, we reach point of attack here, and then loop around. From there, we're reaching point of attack, getting to the outside shoulder of the left guard. Okay, if that makes sense. This is what we call a twist or a stunt. It's more of just like an edge. But boom, goes to the outside shoulder, knocks him down. Now we get a free lane here. We create that pressure, almost a sack. Force that ball out early. They only pick up 4 yards. But again, just a good job coming up with these schemes to get to the quarterback. Create a little bit of pressure. When you create pressure, you can create a lot of bad things for an offense. Right there, if they do get the pass completed. But again, all I'm looking for is pressure. Can we get pressure consistently? The answer for the Pats was yes. They had 18 pressures in this game. I think they did a great job. Week 14 of the NFL season is officially here, and I am super excited because I wanted to share my picks with you for this weekend's slate of games. I've been using the Sleeper app. They are amazing. Their odds are amazing. Everything about them is super amazing. First of all, if you use my code DUBS, you're going to get a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use, which is insane. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It's so easy. I would sign up just for that alone, just for the extra play bonuses, right? But this is my pick for this weekend. Okay, Joe Burrow, 1 passing touchdown versus Buffalo. I could see this being a high-scoring game. I like this. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult to get that. Ja'Marr Chase is coming off a rough week. I think he's going to have a big day, but I only have 50 yards. I feel like that's simple. That could be just 1 catch for a guy like Ja'Marr Chase versus Buffalo. Again, high-scoring game. JSN versus Atlanta. JSN had a terrible week last week. He's going to bounce back. We all know it. Rashee Rice, 50 yards versus Houston. Listen, Kansas City cannot lose this game. If they lose this game, season is over. Season is wraps. Out the window. They need to win this game. Rashee Rice is their best playmaker. He's going to get the ball. Bucky Irving, right? Second game back versus the Saints. I think they could run up the score versus New Orleans, and I think Bucky will score at least 1 touchdown. I have 30 to win 90. I think this is fair. I don't think it's too bad. Let me know what you guys think. And again, use promo code DUBS, right? Use promo code DUBS. You'll get a 100% match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply, and see Sleeper's terms of use for details. It's currently operational in about 25 states, so make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. Here's another look, right? We are showing pressure from every single spot, right? We could blitz from here. We could blitz from here. We could just send these guys off the edge. We could drop this guy back or send him off the edge. We could stunt him over to the right side. Or, yeah, you can literally do anything out of this formation when it comes to rushing the quarterback. And right here, you're going to see Harold Landry, top side of the screen, do a really good job just bulldozing through this right tackle, getting pressure. And again, whenever you can generate pressure on a quarterback, you can create 1 of 6 different situations. A bad throw, a bad decision, an interception, a sack, a forced fumble, maybe a holding call on the offensive line. Right here, he forced a bad throw over the head of the tight end. And again, once you create a lot of bad run plays or a lead, right, what you do is you now understand they've got to pass the football. And once you know that, the versatility, the dynamic of an offense is gone. It's gone. And that's what they do to you. That's what they do to every offense. They just figure out a way to make you predictable. And that's what I've loved about this team this year. Now, again, when you see teams that go on championship runs, they're usually top 5 in offense and top 5 in defense. The Patriots are right there. They are right there. I mean, 27th in points per game. 27 points per game is 7th in the NFL. Top 5 in points allowed per game. They do need to protect Drake May a little bit better. 27th in sack percentage, not great. But again, I would take those numbers every single day of the week, man. The Pats need to understand. Pats fans need to understand, like, there's a legitimate world where they win the Super Bowl this year, right? It's an actual possibility. They're good enough. We'll see if they can maintain it. Okay, another little stunt action. We are going to, I think the running back comes up, picks up the A-gap, but we want to get to the inside shoulder of the guard as we reach the point of attack and loop or stunt through the A-gap. Another great play here. Again, you're going to see linebacker, I believe that's Gibbons or Ellis, either which way. We hit, and then boom, inside shoulder, loop around through the A-gap. They're in a scat protection. Look at right here, right? They do such a good job, and this is Ellis, by the way. Such a good job stunting or sliding that center over, clearing open the A-gap. We're not even blitzing. We're just trying to show him that we're there. That's all we're doing. Great job. Boom. We come in unblocked and get another sack on Jackson Dart. 3-4 guys were there. So, big shout to the Patriots, man. I think this team is good enough to make it very, very far this season. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.